Xiao Zhan does not enter Mo De Xian as a star. There is no spotlight prepared for him, no musical cue guiding the audience's emotions, no visual reminder of his status before he even speaks. When he first appears on screen, he looks like someone who could easily be overlooked. His shoulders are slightly hunched, his gaze avoids direct contact. His hands remain tightly clenched, as if gripping something unseen. He does not stand at the center of the frame. He does not command attention. In those first seconds, something quietly shifts. The audience realizes this is not the Xiao Zhan they are familiar with. And that realization alone is enough to hold their attention. Mo Dexian is introduced as a small person in a large and dangerous world. He is a low-ranking factory worker, careful with money, careful with words, careful with people. He avoids unnecessary risks and keeps his distance from trouble whenever possible. His goal is not to change his circumstances or challenge the world around him. His goal is simple: to survive. For an actor with Xiao Zhan's level of recognition, choosing a character like Mo Dexian is not an obvious move. This role offers no immediate charm. There are no heroic poses, no inspiring speeches, no moments designed to make the audience admire him instantly. Mo Dexian is hesitant. He is indecisive. At times, he is frustratingly silent, and yet that silence is intentional. Mo Dexian is not written to be comforting or aspirational. He is written to feel real. He behaves the way many ordinary people might behave when faced with danger, by pausing, by calculating, by hoping the situation will pass without requiring involvement. Xiao Zhan does not attempt to soften these traits. He does not rush to make the character likable. Instead, he allows the discomfort to exist. His performance relies on restraint. Rather than explaining Mo Dexian's inner thoughts through dialogue, Xiao Zhan lets them surface through small, repeated physical details. The way Mo Dexian stands slightly behind others in a group, the way his eyes search faces before he speaks, the way his body tenses when attention shifts toward him. These details do not demand attention, but they accumulate. Over time, the audience begins to understand Mo Dexian not as a coward, but as someone unprepared to be brave. Mo Dexian does not transform in a dramatic moment. There is no clear turning point where fear disappears and courage suddenly takes its place. His change unfolds slowly, almost imperceptibly. At first, he acts only when forced by circumstance. Later, he begins to act because walking away becomes more difficult than staying. Xiao Zhan portrays this progression with precision. His posture straightens slightly. His gaze becomes steadier. His silence changes in meaning. What once felt like hesitation begins to feel like careful consideration. Mo Dexian does not become fearless. He becomes resolved. Behind this quiet performance lies a deliberate process of preparation. Xiao Zhan adjusted his physical appearance to match the life of a factory worker. He reduced weight, altered his posture, and adapted his movements to reflect physical labor rather than elegance. The polished image often associated with leading roles is stripped away. His voice is also transformed. It is less refined, less controlled. It carries the roughness of daily work and the uncertainty of someone unused to being heard. There is no theatrical projection, no dramatic emphasis. Everything is understated. These choices are never highlighted on screen. They are not presented as evidence of dedication or sacrifice. They simply exist, seamlessly integrated into the character. Because of that, the illusion remains intact. One moment in the film stays with many viewers. It is not a confrontation or a dramatic reveal. It is a single question, spoken quietly. Why does it have to be done this way? The line is not delivered as a challenge. It is not framed. By the end of the film, a common reaction emerges among viewers. They no longer speak primarily about Xiao Zhan. They speak about Mo Dexian, not as a symbol or a hero, but as a person, someone flawed, someone cautious, someone trying to navigate a situation far larger than himself. It is from this grounded portrayal that the film's broader impact begins to take shape. When Mo Dexian is first released in December 2025, it does not arrive with fanfare. Its initial box office performance is modest. Screen share is limited. Many theaters assign it late-night slots. In a market crowded with familiar international blockbusters, the film appears to occupy a marginal position. By conventional standards, its prospects seem uncertain. But instead of fading quickly, Mo Dexian begins to demonstrate an unusual pattern. Rather than peaking early and declining, its daily box office revenue starts to rise gradually. Day by day, more people choose to watch it. Audience ratings on major platforms remain high, not just in the opening period, but consistently over time. Theaters begin to notice fuller seats, even though the number of screenings does not increase significantly. Conversations about the film spread, not through large-scale promotional campaigns. By mid-January 2026, Mo Dexian surpasses 400 million yuan in box office revenue. More than 11.24 million viewers have seen the film over a period exceeding 40 days. It becomes the second film starring Xiao Zhan within the same year to reach this milestone. The significance of this achievement lies not only in the number itself, but in the path taken to reach it. Audience data reveals that the majority of ticket sales do not come from organized fan groups. A substantial portion originates from smaller cities. Female viewers make up a large majority of the audience. These figures suggest a film sustained by general audiences rather than concentrated enthusiasm. In other words, Mo Dexian grows through trust. Viewers stay until the final scene. They leave with something to think about, and they tell others. At the center of this process remains Mo Dexian, a character who does not demand attention but earns it over time. His persistence is quiet. His impact is cumulative. As discussions around Mo Dexian continue, the narrative shifts. The film is no longer discussed solely as a box office success. It becomes a point of reference in conversations about contemporary Chinese cinema. Industry observers note its moderate production budget and restrained marketing approach. Official media frame it as a grounded portrayal of ordinary people navigating extraordinary circumstances. The emphasis is not on spectacle, but on storytelling. Within this context, Xiao Zhan's role takes on new meaning. His choice is not interpreted as a departure from his past work, but as an expansion. He does not abandon his existing image. He complicates it. By stepping away from roles designed to maximize immediate appeal, Xiao Zhan opens space for a different kind of engagement with audiences, one built on patience rather than excitement, on recognition rather than admiration. The success of Mo Dexian does not provide a simple formula for future projects. It does not guarantee that every quiet film will find similar results. But it does offer a reminder. Audiences are capable of responding to restraint when given time. In a market where attention is often measured in opening weekends and viral moments, the journey of Mo Dexian suggests an alternative rhythm. One where stories unfold gradually, where characters reveal themselves piece by piece, and where silence is allowed to carry weight. There may be many interpretations of why this film resonated. Timing, context, performance, and audience sentiment all play a role. But at its core lies a simple truth. Sometimes, when an actor chooses to become smaller within a story, the story itself becomes larger than expected. And in choosing Mo Dexian, Xiao Zhan allowed that quiet expansion to happen.